Well, this is just fabulous, and thank you all for coming tonight. We're so excited. These are sort of like our children too. So we're very proud of them. I'm teaching one of their classes, so I'm getting to know them, and this is just a phenomenal group of young people that have started their journey into nursing. So thank you so much. Welcome to the students, families, friends, faculty, staff, honored guests, to the 4th White Coat Ceremony for the University of the Pacific Entry-Level Master's Program in Nursing. Thank you for being here to celebrate this very significant moment in the lives of our students. My name is Ann Stoltz, and I have the honor of being the chair and director of the nursing program. And as I look out on these amazing students, oh, they're not in here. We forgot to process. What? I think we need to bring our students in first. I don't know what happened to them, but I think we'll start again, and we can bring our students in because that's why we're here, right? Let's welcome our students in. You can all be seated. Thank you. So just so you know, I started without you and didn't realize you weren't in the room. So we're going to rewind this, and we all make mistakes, and didn't say wait for the students to get in here, so I didn't. Anyways, again, thank you all for being here and supporting our students. As I look out on these amazing students that are now in the room, who are committed to becoming professional nurses, I'm humbled and so proud to be a very small part of their journey. The nursing program opened its doors 2 years ago in April 2022 and admitted this fine cohort in January of 2024. As a new nursing program, we are of course still building and growing together, and we are grateful to our students that trust the collective expertise of our phenomenal faculty and wonderful staff and administrators to guide their experience. So at this time, I would like to introduce our guests and nursing faculty that make it all happen. And so when I call your name, please stand. And then remain standing, and audience, just kind of hold your applause until everyone's been honored. So first, I'd like to introduce our wonderful dean, Dean Nicoletta Bugnario, who is the Dean of the School of Health Sciences, Janet Rogers, who is Vice President of the Mary Stuart Rogers Foundation and Board of Regents member of Pacific, Dr. Sarani Hire Kwan, Vice President, Professional Practice and Ambulatory Patient Care at Sutter Health, and our keynote speaker tonight, Marissa Yorita, CNSA President and Student Speaker, Dr. Nasreen Noureddin, Associate Director of Curriculum, Dr. Ray Charos, Associate Clinical Director, our faculty, who we cannot do this work without them, Professor Lindsay Anderson, Dr. Sarah Lee, Dr. Pius Omalewa, and soon to be Dr. Bresson. Yes. So please welcome them. At this time, I would like to introduce Dean Bugnario, and she would like to honor you with a few words. And she's just an amazing administrator. She's the kind that you all want to work for someday. So I know she has great things, and she's so proud of all of you. So thank you so much.
I am Nicoleta Bugnario, and I have the honor of serving as founding dean of the School of Health Sciences here at the University of the Pacific. A warm welcome to all of you tonight, in particular family members, friends, distinguished professional leaders, distinguished guests. It is such a special night, and we are happy to celebrate. Congratulations, students, for reaching this milestone. We are here all to rejoice with you. And I will do one thing that Dr. Charos asked us not to do. I will ask family members and friends and families to stand. Significant others, those wonderful students that are here and that we're celebrating are here because of your love, support, and encouragement. So students, turn around and give them a big, big, big love and applause. You may be seated. Thank you so much. We wanted to recognize you because of what you did and what you will continue to do for our students to encourage them and support them throughout their journey. The white coat ceremony is an academic ritual that marks the beginning of your career in healthcare as healthcare professionals. Wearing a white coat started for practical reasons. You may know the cleanliness in an environment where we treat the patients is linked to better outcomes. And it's easier to spot something on a white garment. But throughout the years, that white coat evolved in a symbol of professionalism and caring. So today, you will receive your white coat, which is more than a garment. And when you put it on, you become that symbol of compassion and professionalism, and most importantly, trust. Because when you will meet your patients at probably their most vulnerable and in times where they're looking for answers, they will be looking to you. And it is your responsibility and honor to give those answers with integrity, to care for them, to listen to them, to be dedicated to practice excellence, to treat every patient as you would want your family members to be treated. So today, you may feel like this white coat, it is being given to you. You will earn your white coat throughout the educational journey and beyond. And sometimes that journey will be challenging, and there will be lots of quizzes and exams and clinicals and all of that. And it will be challenging, and it will stretch you. And it will take you maybe in career paths that you're not even thinking today. But I will tell you, it will be rewarding and deeply fulfilling. We don't know what specialty you will end up working. We have here in our audience one of our regents. Regent Janet Rogers started her career as a nurse, and right now she's leading our university working with our president and with our board of regents, so the entire university grows and moves forward. Maybe that's a path that you will take one day. There is something special in nursing, because when you receive this white coat, there's an honor and a responsibility. It means that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner consistent with your profession, not just like students practicing. You are assuming a major responsibility, caring for people that put your trust in you. So my words of offering to you is to wear your coat with a pride for what it means, and wear your coat with humility for everything that you still need to learn and you will learn from our wonderful faculty, from your colleagues, from your mentors, and from your patients. And be the nurse that steps into the room, or that you will want to step in the room when you and your loved ones are the patients. Be the practice expert, the nurse researcher, the educator, the professional leader, the next regent. We have high expectations of you, as you already know, and we have high dreams for you, because nurses serve, nurses give, and nurses lead. On behalf of the School of Health Sciences and our colleagues throughout the health professions, we welcome each one of you as a member of our health profession family. Now it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker. Dr. Surani Hair Kwan serves as Vice President of Professional Practice and Ambulatory Patient Care at Sutter Health. She advances professional practice, provides leadership in professional development, education, and training for nursing and advanced practice clinicians. She has more than 30 years of healthcare experience in ambulatory and acute settings. Dr. Hair Kwan has been a nationally certified family practice nurse practitioner for 20 years, and she is an adjunct associate professor for the Department of Nursing at Samuel Merritt University. She has been a member of the Association of California Nurses Leaders for 12 years and serves the organization on the Health Policy Committee. Dr. Hair Kwan has a 23 years history with California Association for Nurse Practitioners, serving in many, many different positions in the board for 90 years at state and local levels. She has been recognized as a fellow in the American Association for Nurse Practitioners and in the American College of Healthcare Executives. She also serves on several community-based nonprofit boards focused on community health and wellness. I could go on, and I want to give her the opportunity. She definitely embodies what a nurse leadership is and the professional values of nursing that we hold in high regard. Dr. Hair Kwan.
So wonderful to be here tonight, even through the rain and the hail. What a drive. I am so honored to be here experiencing this ceremony with you, because this is one of the first steps in your career as a nurse. You thought it was just showing up in class, but it's in fact now. So I want to be the first to congratulate you on this milestone. You know, this is not the first time you've heard the word milestone. Milestones, of course, are markers that tell us how far we've come. And you have come a long way. I'm inspired to see your dedication and your determination to get through this program. Your clinical experience is a huge step forward in your nursing education, and you are well prepared. This milestone is one of many that are ahead of you as you enter this profession. And some will be really obvious to you, and some you'll only really realize in hindsight. When you're immersed in an experience, you may not recognize those pivotal moments of your life, but there are experiences that will stay with you forever. I actually had a couple that I'd like to share with you tonight. When I was in nursing school, I struggled with hand washing. Remember that? Yes. And my clinical faculty could not get me to do it right. I could not pass. And at the same time, I decided it was time for me to figure out how to be in healthcare. So I gave up my full-time job working as a bartender, which got me through college. And I decided to take a job working every single weekend, because back in those days, I was in school full-time and doing clinical during the week. So I took a job as a nurse's aide at a local small hospital in the town I lived in. And they quickly made me a ward clerk, so I was doing that every other weekend. And I remember my clinical faculty saying to me at the end of the semester, she said, "You know, Sarani, I'm not really sure what happened to you, but it's like the light bulb went off above your head." And I kind of smiled at her and I said, "Well, you know, I think it's because I got a job as a nurse's aide." And she goes, "That is it. That is what changed everything." I mean, who knew that I would figure out how to hand wash, watching all the nurses and sometimes the physicians not hand washing. It was a pivotal moment for me in nursing. It really was. And I forever think about that when I'm entering the OR and I have to scrub in, or I am walking through a med-surg unit and I'm gelling in and out of a room talking to patients. Or even when I'm seeing patients like I was today as a nurse practitioner, gelling in and gelling out of the room. And always washing my hands in front of the patient before I touch them. Because for them, that's safety, and that trust will never change. So during this next phase of your education, you're going to continue to develop those skills like hand washing and many more. And your knowledge is going to get big, and you are going to have amazing experiences taking care of patients on the floors you are in. Along the way, you're going to develop your professional identity. You're going to find yourself thinking, acting, and kind of feeling like a nurse just a little bit every single day. You're going to look around at the people you're working with, and you're going to think to yourself, "I'm never going to be like that person." Or, "Oh my gosh, that is the person I definitely want to be like for the rest of my life." Remember those people, all right? Because that'll serve you in your career in healthcare, regardless of what you do. Just as our experiences shape us, the environments also play a role. It gives you a sense of like belonging and a sense of self. So pay attention to that. So, of course, you need to focus on the tasks at hand, washing your hands, gelling in and out, all of those things. But definitely spend some time reflecting every single week that you're in clinical. Frankly, you should do it every single week that you're in school. And think about your experience in that clinical environment and what it did for you that week. What are you learning about yourself? What interests you? And what feels right and what doesn't feel so good when you're in that clinical experience? You may want to do a little bit of journaling. Journaling's fun. You can observe changes in yourself over time if you do that. But also just getting together with your classmates and talking over the end of a shift. We do that in clinical training because that debrief time is really key to getting you to reflect on how you felt and what happened, and be sure to share, good and bad, in those safe sessions as you move forward. So when you look ahead at this milestone as your first job as a nurse, you'll draw on this type of information. Where do you feel like you belong? What really interests you? Bring that with you in your interviews. What are you passionate about? Definitely do not forget to tell people that when you're interviewing. And what do you really want to do as a nurse? Always have that next 5 years or the next 10 years in your mind in case anyone asks. And even if they don't ask, tell them. Understanding these things now, right as you're starting, will help you formulate all those right questions when you're talking to your next potential employer, because we want you. We need you. You are the next generation. Understanding how you function in the healthcare setting is really important. Be mindful about how you feel about your experiences. And while you're noticing what's happening within you, I want you to observe what's happening around you, right? When I was an undergrad nursing student, and working as an assistant, I did a little reconnaissance because I wanted to know what it was like out there. I wasn't sure I was going to stay at the hospital where I was a nurse aide. I thought, well, heck, I'm just going to go out there and get jobs everywhere. So I worked for a registry department, and I said, hey, I want to work everywhere. Work me every single weekend. So I did. And I was so interested to see what nurses were doing. Were they functioning at the top of their license? Were they respected? How were they treated? Was the environment nice? Was it really competitive? What was their daily experience really like working as a nurse? And really, did the nurses seem engaged in their job? So when I was trying to figure that kind of stuff out, I was really saying to myself, what do I really want my daily experience to be like, right? So one of the experiences that I still remember to this day was a small little hospital working on the rehab unit. It was like the transitional care unit, and I took care of all types of patients. I was the only nurse aide working for 12 hours, and I had the entire floor to myself with a bunch of nurses. And so I did all the ADLs, I did all the baths, I passed all the meals, both lunch, breakfast and lunch, and then an afternoon snack before I headed out for dinner. And I remember this one particular patient who always ordered a banana for breakfast, always. 100% of the time she had a banana. And, you know, I got to know her over time. She had had a heart surgery, so she was there quite a long time recovering. Remember, this is a long time ago, so we kept patients in the hospital a long time. And I learned that she had this little trick where she would take her, literally, pile of pills, and one by one, put one little pill into part of the banana, take a little bite, and swallow it down. Next pill in the banana, down it went. And I said to her, when did you start doing that? And she says, this is the way to take medications. You can't taste anything. I love bananas. I get a little bit of extra potassium. And I have remembered that trick for the rest of my career. I did it with many, many, many patients since then. And I even now teach that as a nurse practitioner. It's an easy way to take meds. You can use Jell-O for kids or ice cream. It works great. Something I will never forget. And I've even done it myself. The second patient that I remember that I will never forget is in another little hospital that I had the honor to work in. Again, same situation, transitional care unit, me alone as a nurse aide, and a 12-hour shift. So I got to know the patients really well. And this one particular patient, young Japanese girl who had cancer. And she was younger than me. I was pretty young back then, but she was younger than me. And I remember she had the most beautiful hair. She had this long, straight, black, past her butt hair, like as thick as my arm, thick hair. And I just remember thinking, every time I took care of her, gave her a bath, gave her her meals, just how beautiful she was, just like she was gorgeous. And I just felt like so honored to take care of her. And I noticed that she never ate. And it broke my heart, right? She had cancer, she was dying. She'd gone through chemo, hadn't lost her hair. And I said to her one day, I said, you know, what is it that I can do for you? What do you really want? I will do anything that I can to help you. She goes, you know what I really want, Sarani? I want my hair washed. And I was like, wow, I can do that? I can totally wash her hair. And she had an amazing family. Not one of them offered to wash her hair. Not one of the other staff offered to wash her hair. Nobody even thought of it, right? And so I said, I'm really good at hair washing, and I'm really good at hair washing other people's hair, because my sister had long hair that I used to wash when we were little. So I washed her hair. I brought in a beautiful shampoo and hair conditioner, which I left in her room for her for the next time we were going to wash her hair. And I spent hours scrubbing her scalp, giving her a nice massage. Oh my God, she felt so great. I got her all dried off. I put her in the sunroom, and I laid out her beautiful hair on a towel as she dried in the sun. And then I braided up her hair in this beautiful long braid at the end of my shift before I said goodnight at 6 o'clock that night. And she felt so good. And it occurred to me that was really simple for me to do. But it felt to me that I was now becoming a nurse, that I was giving something to somebody that they couldn't do for themselves, and it felt so rewarding. And to this day, I still remember how I felt washing her hair and how good she felt getting her hair washed. So remember those things when you're a nurse. Sometimes it's very, very simple. We used to do back rubs on our patients every night on the PM shift. We stopped doing that. Why? Patients loved it. It was one of the best ways to get a patient to fall asleep because they felt so relaxed. So remember those little things. I know it's crazy out there. I worked the floor for many years. I'm a nurse practitioner and I see 22 patients a day. I know, busy, but there is always time to do that special little thing for your patients, and they'll remember you for the rest of their lives too. So consider the type of environment that you need to grow your strengths and cultivate your interests. You're putting tremendous effort into this education, right? It's a great investment. You need to keep this momentum going. Keep that fire burning in your belly. Pay attention to what you want and what you need. Don't look for the next finish line, right? Finish lines are stopping points. Look for the next milestone. Celebrate where you've been and look forward to what is ahead. Congratulations, future nurses. Thank you.
So that was fabulous, and I can recall having to do getting to do the back rubs every night, and we changed the draw sheet. So everybody got a clean draw sheet, fresh water, and a back rub. And then you were done. And so that is, that's amazing. Uh-oh, where are we going? Oh, they just got here. Okay. 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 And the other thing, so this group of students just finished writing their nursing philosophy paper for me in class and talking about their goals. And what I charged them to, which makes perfect sense with what Dr. Kwan said, was that what I told them is to go back and read it again next year and then in 2 years and see how that philosophy has changed and see how you have grown during that time. And then continue to develop that philosophy as you develop your career. So healthcare is changing at a rapid pace. We stand at the University of Pacific to affect the safety, quality, timeliness, equity, efficiency of patient-centered care. Nurses have a significant impact on healthcare, with nearly 4 million nurses in the US and over 400,000 in California alone. We are the largest piece of the healthcare delivery system. For the 21st straight year, the Gallup poll rated nursing as the most trusted profession. We only didn't get it 1 year in that time because of the firefighters got it 1 year in 2001. So, but we've taken it back every other year. And why do we have that? Because people trust you. You will become the nurse for the neighborhood. Everyone will come to you. Everyone will ask you and get your opinion. So you can get used to that. It's also important to say, I don't know that, but it's okay. I guarantee you, though, as a nurse, you will know someone who does know and can help them, even if it's not you. The responsibility inherent in the distinction as being the most trusted profession is an incredible opportunity for nurses to change the face of healthcare. And I am so excited that these students have accepted this challenge. Along with your coat tonight, you will be receiving a starfish pin. Which side is it on? Right here. And it's so that you always remember the story of the young child walking on the beach. He was throwing starfish back into the water that had washed ashore. An adult stopped and asked the child, "Why are you throwing starfish back into the water?" And the child said, "If I don't throw them back into the water, they'll die." And the adult said, "But there are so many, you can't possibly help all of them. You can't possibly make a difference." And the child bent down and picked up the starfish and threw it in and said, "I made a difference to that one." And so we can't save everyone, but just as we said, and Dr. Hayer Kwan said, she made a difference to one person. You are making a difference every day to your patients, your families, and your friends. Your graduate degree in nursing will make it possible for you to make an even greater difference at the individual, local, and global systems. Now I say we get these students coded. I'd like to introduce Dr. Ray Charos and Dr. Nasreen Noureddin, who will be calling the names of the students. Professor Anderson and Dr. Lee, Dr. Omalewa, and Professor Bresson will be coding our students.
Good evening. I'm very happy to be introducing these students as they get their codes. The first one is Alondra Aldaba. Shane Alexander Roll Alihan. Mayana Cabrera. Leslie Carrillo. Jared Chua. Sydney Clymer Engelhardt. Garen Delosio. Catherine Chow Do. Marissa Doblados Wood. Vanessa Espino. Shania Fryer. Elena Godwin. Jasmine Hans. Brianna Harrison. Roshni Hare. Kyla Nguyen. Tanari Ingram. Alexis Irvine. Natalie Latta. Nicole Lay. Mijung Lim. Yahari Mendoza. Jasmine Monares. Kathleen Morris. Lydia Nambala. Calvin Noer. Maya Price. Matthew Raynon. Ashley Riley. Tanya Rodriguez Duarte. Jeremy Seaton. Christy Schulman.
Daniela Tobler. Yen Tran. Madeleine Turcott. Maria Vallejo. Bianca Wang. Raquel Yocana. Raquel Yocana. Taylor Yoon. Natalia Zialandia.
well. I think that was beautiful, and they deserve one great big round of applause. So before I go on, though, there's one other starfish that I want to give out tonight, and that is to a nurse that has just gone above and beyond for our students, and I want to make sure that. Hopefully you all get to meet her at some point. She's amazing. So now I would like to introduce our CNSA Vice President, Marissa Lloreta, and she is going to be your student speaker. We do this because she has words of wisdom to give to you. So, Marissa?
Welcome, future caregivers, trailblazers, and heroes. Today, as you don these white coats, symbols of dedication and compassion, a journey unlike any other begins. But don't think you embark on this solo. Look around you, family, friends, loved ones, and faculty. They are more than just your cheering squad. They are your anchor in a coming storm. They're the first threads woven into the tapestry of support that will sustain you throughout your career. For nursing is not a solitary profession. It is a vibrant tapestry woven from countless threads of expertise, woven by nurses, doctors, technicians, therapists, and most importantly, each other. Imagine a symphony. Each instrument, no matter seemingly how insignificant, plays a crucial role in creating the grand harmony. In healthcare, you are each an instrument, your skills and knowledge unique, yet bound by the unifying melody of patient care. The moments ahead will test you, push you beyond your comfort zone. Long nights, complex decisions, and emotional burdens may become familiar companions. I hope this isn't anything you don't already know. But fear not, for within this tapestry, your support system is woven strong. Your peers will become confidants, sharing victories and burdens alike, creating an unbreakable thread of shared experiences. Seasoned nurses, now mentors, will guide you with their wisdom and unwavering support, their thread adding strength and resilience to your own. Doctors will become partners, trusting your expertise and collaborating for the best patient outcomes. Remember, there's power in vulnerability, in asking for help, and in learning from one another. That's when the magic happens, when individual strengths combine to become an unstoppable force for good. This white coat you wear isn't just a garment, it's a symbol of the team you join. It represents the trust patients place in you, the responsibility you embrace, and the unwavering support that empowers you. So when doubt creeps in, look down at this symbol of unity. Remember the faces here today, the countless others who have walked this path before you, and the future patients who await your healing touch. Remember, you are a part of something bigger, something truly extraordinary. You are a thread in a tapestry that stretches across generations, a tapestry woven with compassion, dedication, and unwavering care. Step into your role with confidence, knowing that every victory, every hurdle overcome is a collective triumph. This white coat is not just yours, it belongs to the team, to the legacy of care you will carry forward. So wear it with pride, wear it with empathy, and most importantly, wear it together. Together you will heal, you will inspire, and you will redefine what it means to be a nurse. Remember, the strength of this tapestry lies not just in the individual threads, but in how tightly they are woven together. Go forth, weave your own threads with passion and purpose, and together you will create a masterpiece of care, a legacy that will touch countless lives. Congratulations, and welcome to the team.
Can we be any more proud of our students? Thank you so much, Marissa. That was beautiful. Thank you. This is our life. It's like the best. So now I have the privilege of introducing Janet Rogers and Beverly LaBelle, and they're going to come up with me. And we're going to give some scholarship money away. So last fall, during the White Coat ceremony for Cohort 3, we were privileged to welcome our wonderful guests, and where we announced their endowed scholarship for nursing. An endowed scholarship means that we are able to award the interest on the fund to students every year as it matures into perpetuity. We are proud to award the second Rogers and LaBelle Endowed Nursing Scholarship of $1,000 to a student in this cohort. Faculty determined that this fall it should be a rising star and a student that has demonstrated up-and-coming leadership and initiative and demonstrates commitment to the program and his fellow students. I also have to say that this student came in to the program and looked so scared. I'm not kidding you. That first week, and has just blossomed and done so well and achieved so much. And so the second Rogers and LaBelle Endowed Nursing Scholarship goes to Calvin Noah. Yeah, over there. So now, congratulations, Calvin. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Ray Chowes, who is going to introduce our Abbott Scholars and tell you a little bit about that program.
So, all kinds of good news tonight, right? So the University of the Pacific is one of the stakeholders in a special initiative to improve the healthcare in Stockton, California. I hold this near and dear to my heart because I was born and raised in Stockton. I still live there, and I was the chief nurse at one of their major hospitals for many years. The Abbott Foundation, so Abbott Labs is a big company, but they have a foundation to help improve healthcare in the world. They have other initiatives elsewhere, but the one in Stockton, again, because of our high incidence of diabetes in Stockton, California, and the Central Valley, they have several stakeholders in Stockton to make a full program to improve the care of people with diabetes or help prevent it. One of their initiatives in conjunction with in support of the University of the Pacific is to award scholarships to some healthcare experts. That includes our nursing students. There is a very specific criteria, and one of them is for these students to have a connection to Stockton, to live in Stockton, and to be willing to work at least 2 years once they graduate from this program. We are very excited this week to learn of the students that are going to be awarded this. So I'll have them come up so you can take a picture in the front. Alondra Aldaba. Marissa Doblados Wood. And Alexis Irvine. Congratulations. I know because, oh, okay.
Ray is our ambassador for the Abbott Scholars.
Thank you. Congratulations, and we're very happy that you're going to be there in Stockton helping improve the healthcare in our Central Valley that needs it so desperately. Thank you.
Okay, Marissa, front and center. You're going to say the pledge with me. Help lead in the pledge. I thought they told you about that, but it's okay. We have it here.
Ready for anything, that's
Yes,
nursing.
that's nursing, the flexibility, so thank you. So when the students came up, you saw they were signing something. They're signing the pledge. And in our nursing building, we have the pictures from tonight. They're white coat pictures. And next to it, we have the pledge that they have signed as a reminder of their commitment to professionalism. So if the students would please stand and turn to your booklet, and we're going to all say this. Also, any nurses in the audience or on the stage, nurses in the audience, can stand and join with them in reaffirming our pledge. It's a version, it's an updated version of the Nightingale Pledge. Do you have yours? Do you have one here?
It's right here, right?
Oh, it is, okay.
A little bigger, I can
It's
see
a little
that better.
bigger, okay, good. All right, are we ready? We're gonna say it in unison. In fellowship with the nurses here joined, with respect and gratitude for those who have served before me, and in faith with those who will follow, I make these promises. I commit to nursing as a caring profession. I will use the art and science of nursing to improve outcomes, alleviate suffering, and promote wholeness and integrity of all persons. I will honor the relationship between persons and nurses as the locus for healing. I will enter into these relationships while maintaining boundaries that respect privacy and foster trust. I will maintain the ethical principles of the profession. I will collaborate with other healthcare members to deliver the highest quality care possible, assuming the role of advocate, delegating tasks responsibly, observing, assessing, and evaluating responses to guide and revise the plan of care. I will use technology mindfully, assuring safety and privacy. I will protect the planet Earth, knowing that fresh air, clean water, sunlight, and nutritious food are essential to the maintenance of our health. I will work for social justice and equity, opposing systems that support disparities and structural inequities, and seeking to identify and eliminate my own implicit biases. I will endeavor to mentor even as I continue to learn, to grow, and to share in the advancement of the profession. I will embrace the future, and I will heed the words of the founder of modern nursing, Florence Nightingale. Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. Congratulations. You may all be seated. So what a beautiful evening, and I hope you are able to continue your celebration after. But I have to tell you, this would not happen without our wonderful faculty that we have behind us. And our staff who work tirelessly, and we just show up. And then we don't do a great job. But anyways, we show up, but they do all the work. And so I would like for them to, you guys raise your hands when I call your name. Angie Khan, our program manager, Adriana Juarez, Andreas Mayorga, and Delora Clemens. And I'm sure you all feel their support every day in the program. I would also like to thank our School of Health Sciences staff. So if you could raise your hand when I call your name. Mikey Kimmy. Yay. Chris Gimroth. Monica Alarcon. And Jennifer LaPearl. It really takes a team for these kinds of events, and we are very blessed to have a wonderful team behind us all. So thank you all very much. Appreciate everything. Also, just a little side note, we do want to thank our local Trader Joe's. They sponsored the flowers for tonight and gave us all of the flowers for the bouquet for the fundraiser for CNSA. So that was pretty incredible. So. Okay, so to the students, we are here to honor the road that you have chosen to travel for the next 2 years. And there won't be an easy journey. We know that. We keep telling you, we told you it's going to be hard. The majority of you have jobs and families with a multitude of competing priorities, and that here you are, you're sandwiching classes, readings, papers, labs, and clinicals into your daily lives. Your families and your friends, as well as your faculty and our staff, are here to support you. We recognize your efforts and call on them for support. Allow them to be a part of your success, whether it's laundry, meals, or just giving you dedicated study time. Allow the faculty to mentor you, to help smooth out the road, and to know that these nurses are here for you. And we can't help, and you've heard this from me before, if we don't know that there's a problem. So you have to come to us, and then we'll help you. One of my favorite sayings by Abdelnour is, be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. I guarantee that even though you as students, as well as your family and friends, you'll have moments of doubt. You may have had some already. I can guarantee you it'll all be worth it. You will look back with pride at all you have accomplished, and once you are a nurse, you are forever a nurse. So congratulations. Thank you for being here this evening. Thank you all for your support for our wonderful students. And I'll see you in class on Wednesday.